Welcome to English Practice Everyday. Today we will learn 10 English words derived from the Latin word fluere, which means to flow. Flu and flux are the roots for fluere. Understanding the root flu and flux not only builds our vocabulary but also helps us recognize how words related to movement, change, and influence originate from the simple idea of flow. Flu and flux form the foundation for words describing movement, liquidity, influence, or change, whether literal or figurative. We will practice these words by using them in sentences that reflect their real world meanings. After practicing, we will read a short story that incorporates all these words seamlessly into a narrative to help us see how they function naturally in context. Let's start. Please speak out loud with me as we practice. 1. Flux. Flux. From Latin fluxus, meaning a flow. Flux, to flow, plus us, a noun suffix. Flux means a continuous change or movement. Flux means a continuous change or movement. The economy is in a constant state of flux. The weather in this region is always in flux. Cultural trends are in flux, evolving with each generation. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word flux? Try making a sentence and write in the comments. 2. Fluid. Fluid. From Latin fluidus, meaning flowing or liquid. Flu, to flow, plus ed, adjective suffix. Fluid means a substance that flows or something flexible and smooth. Fluid means a substance that flows or something flexible and smooth. Water is a common example of a fluid. The conversation was fluid and engaging. Ivy's movements on the dance floor were fluid and graceful. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word fluid? Try making a sentence and write in the comments. 3. Influx. Influx. From Latin influxus, meaning flowing in. In, into, plus flux, to flow. Influx means a large arrival of people, things, or ideas. Influx means a large arrival of people, things, or ideas. The influx of fresh ideas energized the company. There has been an influx of new students this semester. The city experienced an influx of tourists during summer. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word influx? Try making a sentence and write in the comments. 4. Fluent. Fluent. From Latin fluens, meaning flowing. Flu, to flow, plus ent, adjective suffix. Fluent means able to speak smoothly or move effortlessly. Fluent means able to speak smoothly or move effortlessly. Sam is fluent in 3 languages. Mia's fluent speech captivated the audience. With practice, we will become fluent in English speaking. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word fluent? Try making a sentence and write in the comments. 5. Reflux. Reflux. From Latin refluxus, meaning flowing back. Back, plus flux, to flow. Reflux means a backward flow, often of liquid or gas. Reflux means a backward flow, often of liquid or gas. The river experiences reflux during high tide. Acid reflux can cause discomfort after eating spicy food. The scientists studied the reflux of gases in the experiment. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word reflux? Try making a sentence and write in the comments. 6. Affluent. Affluent. From Latin affluentum, meaning flowing toward or reach. Add toward plus flu, to flow, plus ent, adjective suffix. Affluent means wealthy or having an abundance of something. Affluent means wealthy or having an abundance of something. Tom grew in an affluent neighborhood. Affluent societies often enjoy a high standard of living. The affluent businessman donated to charity regularly. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word affluent? Try making a sentence and write in the comments. 7. Effluent. Effluent. From Latin effluens, meaning flowing out. X, out, plus flu, to flow, plus ent, adjective suffix. Effluent means liquid waste or sewage flowing out. Effluent means liquid waste or sewage flowing out. The city monitors industrial effluent to prevent pollution. Effluent from the plant contaminated nearby water sources. Factories must treat their effluent before releasing it into rivers. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word effluent? Try making a sentence and write in the comments. 8. Fluctuate. Fluctuate. From Latin fluctuare, meaning to flow like a wave. Fluctus, a wave, plus ate, verb suffix. Fluctuate means to rise and fall irregularly or unpredictably. Fluctuate means to rise and fall irregularly or unpredictably. Stock prices fluctuate daily. Leo's mood fluctuates depending on the situation. The temperature fluctuates during the spring season. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word fluctuate? Try making a sentence and write in the comments. 9. Influence. Influence. From Latin influentia, meaning flowing in. In, into, plus flu, to flow, plus ens, noun suffix. Influence means the power to affect or change something or someone. Influence means the power to affect or change something or someone. Tim's teacher had a great influence on his career. Social media has a strong influence on young people. The weather can influence our mood and energy levels. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word influence? Try making a sentence and write in the comments. 10. Confluence. Confluence. From Latin confluens, meaning flowing together. Con, together, plus flu, to flow, plus ens, noun suffix. Confluence means the meeting or merging of two or more things. Confluence means the meeting or merging of two or more things. The city was built at the confluence of trade routes. The conference was a confluence of brilliant minds. The confluence of two rivers created a stunning view. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word confluence? Try making a sentence or write in the comments. That's the end of the practice session. Let's now read out loud a short story using all these words in a proper context. Title of the story, The River of Change. In the quiet town of Brookhaven, life revolved around the Silver River. Its fluid waters provided fish, irrigation, and peace. But lately, the river had changed. For years, the river's flow was steady. Farmers relied on it, children swam in it, and artists painted its beauty. But now, the water level fluctuated wildly, sometimes flooding fields, sometimes drying to a trickle. Old Mr. Clark, the town's fisherman, muttered, "Nature's in flux. Something's wrong." One morning, Maya, a high school student, noticed a foul smell near the riverbank. She followed it upstream and gasped. A pipe from the new factory spewed dark effluent into the water. "This is poisoning the river," she thought. Maya ran home and told her dad, a fluent speaker of 3 languages, but tonight his frown needed no translation. "That factory belongs to the affluent Hartman family," he said. "They've brought jobs," but he trailed off. The next day, Maya visited the library. She learned that chemical waste could cause acid reflux in fish, killing them. She also read about towns where clean water became scarce after an influx of factories. "We have to stop this," she decided. Maya started a campaign. She posted photos of the dirty river online and spoke at the town meeting. At first, only a few listened, but soon her passion began to influence others. Fishermen shared stories of shrinking catches. Farmers showed cracked, dry soil. Even Mrs. Hartman, the factory owner's wife, grew uneasy. "Our family's wealth comes from this town," she told her husband. "If the river dies, what's left?" Mr. Hartman hesitated. The factory was profitable, but the protests grew louder. One afternoon, Maya led a group to the river's confluence, where 2 streams met. It was once a lively spot, but now plastic bags floated like ghosts. "This is our future if we don't act," she said, holding up a dead fish. A reporter snapped photos. The next day, the headline read, "Brookhaven's River Crisis. Can a teen save it?" Pressure mounted. The mayor called an emergency meeting. Scientists tested the water and confirmed Maya's fears. The effluent was toxic. Mr. Hartman finally agreed to meet Maya. "I didn't know the harm," he admitted, "but closing the factory will cost jobs." Maya paused. What if the factory cleans the waste instead? Mr. Hartman raised an eyebrow. How? New filters can treat effluent, Maya said. The town could help fund it. We'll save the river and jobs. The plan worked. The factory installed filters and the affluent Hartmans donated money. Slowly, the Silver River healed. Fish returned, farmers rejoiced, and children played by the water again. At a celebration by the river, Maya thanked the crowd. Change was scary, she said, but when we work together, even a flux of challenges can turn into hope. Mr. Clark handed her a small jar of clean river water. You made this old river flow right again. Years later, Maya became an environmental scientist. She often visited the confluence, now a symbol of Brookhaven's unity. The river's journey from sickness to health reminded everyone, even in a world of constant fluctuations, courage and community can create a brighter flow. End of story. That's all for this vocabulary building session. Remember to practice these words in your daily conversations and write your own sentences with them. Bye for now.